Hello, my darlings. How are you today or tonight? I'm really happy that I can catch you right now because I'm going to do another story time. When I just came back from Australia, I was staying in Jakarta. Jakarta, if nobody knows, is the capital city of Indonesia. I was staying there and in this house with my parents. I think I was a teenager at that time. I was about, how old I was? 19. So I never believed in ghosts before that. I never believed in such thing as ghosts because I never really seen one. But this particular moment is about when I decided that I do believe in such thing as ghosts. So it opened my eyes, I guess, and let's start. Where do I begin? Let's begin when I was in Jakarta and I was still living with my parents at the time. I was still a teenager, and then I remember that I was staying upstairs because my sister was still in Australia. She was still in Brisbane studying whilst I'm just like in Jakarta, and I left basically. Cut things short, I was upstairs in her room. Her room is kind of like freaky, I guess, but you know, since I don't believe in ghosts or anything like that, I didn't care, and I just slept through the night, like always, all the time. I sleep by myself, everything's fine. And so the stairs is kind of like to go upstairs, everything's dark there. We've heard from neighbors that there's always like people possessed around the area, but again, I never believed it. Our stairs is like made from wood, and it's just going up like this, and then there's like another room here. It was a big house, and then like it goes up again like another stairs. Yeah, so it's like there's like a big area here, and you can have a room, and then you go upstairs again, and then the room is there. There's two rooms upstairs. It's supposed to be my room on the right, but I just never really liked that room. It just has twin beds, and I wanted like a nice double bed. In my sister's room, she has a nicer bed than me, and plus she's not there, so I used her room basically. And on the right side there's one room, my room, then her room, which is my room because she's not there anymore, and then there's the bathroom and the living area upstairs where we watch TV, like movies and stuff like that. But actually the place that I really like to hang out in is downstairs, or away from the house basically. Yeah, I mean, like when you walk into that house, you do kind of feel like a sense of something, but you can't really recall what it is that you're sensing. So here's the thing, like even talking about it again, just I can like see everything really clearly right now in front of my face, like whereas everything was at the time. I guess it's kind of like a traumatic thing for me. So it was already nighttime and I couldn't sleep yet. You know, teenagers, we can't really sleep, can we, at night? We sleep in the morning, and even then it was really hard and difficult to sleep until we basically like to sleep until the daylight's out, right? Just like vampires, exactly. At the time, I was really starting to get into the spiritual world, I guess. But at that moment, I was really into spirituality. Basically, I got out my tarot cards. I don't know why, but people give me tarot cards. I remember that I brought my auntie's tarot card that she bought when she was like in Australia for a holiday. So I took the tarot cards and I brought it over to Jakarta, and it's just kind of like, for me, tarot cards is just fun, you know, shuffling and trying to see fortune, future, things like that. It's like nothing serious really. I just use it like for fun and to read for my friends, and they always like, oh, can you read me please? So I was learning tarot cards, right? I wanted to get into deep about it, you know. I started reading like one by one what it means. So I looked up on the internet at the same time, and I was typing, and so I was like sleeping like this. So basically I'm trying to like give you what I also like was going through, give you what I saw as well. So like just imagine please. So for instance, you walk in the door from here, the bed is on the left side straight away, and then straight ahead there's like a on the right side there's like a cupboard, like drawer, like for wardrobe for. So on the right side in the corner there's a wardrobe, like a wooden, really teak wood, very heavy, very 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 heavy, big wardrobe. And it's just like a 2-door wardrobe where it's pretty heavy to open it as well. And you can imagine that if you just kind of slam that door, it will make a loud bang. I was sitting down in the bed and I got myself cozied up, ready for like bed, but not really ready because I was still like half awake and I was going through. I remember I was using my mom's laptop at that time because it was cooler because she had a Mac at that time and I didn't. So, and I just wanted to have a laptop on my lap, and I started typing each meaning of the tarot cards, and I laid one down, and then I'm like, okay, finished reading the meaning of that one, laid another one, opened another tarot card, reading it over, finished reading that one, you know, like one by one by one, the tarot cards. And I guess I shouldn't have done that. It was the biggest mistake of my life, because afterwards, guess what happened? Well, yeah, something did happen. And suddenly, oh, by the way, before I get into the suddenly something happened, so something happened. But before I get into that, so the bed that I was like laying on, it has my sister's bed's got like, it's kind of like this. So funny that I'm like wearing this and now it's easy to tell you. It's kind of like transparency like this. The mosquito net over the bed kind of saved my life, because thank God, because I really don't want to see the ghost or anything like that. I just know that it's there, but I don't want to see it. Okay, you stay over there, I'm here. Anyway, so suddenly in that corner where the wardrobe was, the door started like banging. It was like like it was not like a normal banging, somebody just opened. It was like somebody was so angry, you know, like an angry spirit or an angry like human just there standing, and happened to just bang the door really loud and trying to like show you that its power and energy and how angry it was. It was just like something angry was in my room. I felt the presence, and it was trying to let me know through that sound. Like even now I am just like goosebumpy right now. I feel like I'm cold and sweating just telling you about it. See, I'm swallowing a lot, means I'm nervous and I'm going through the PTSD of it. Whoa. Okay, so anyway, again, I feel like I'm in that room right now and just going through it again. So as it was like banging, I heard the noises really loud, and I had my jewelries. Of course, things runs through my head. Is it a gecko? And I'm like, geckos can't fucking do that. Sorry, geckos cannot do that. Geckos cannot move and open a wardrobe. And I'm like, is it a rat? And I'm like, no freaking way, like no rat, it has to be like a human. Even like a little kid probably can't even do that, you know. It's like, it's kind of like an adult did that. So after that I was just not having it. My heart rate started like just, I was like in a shock. It was just, and million miles per second. It was just thumping and throbbing inside of my chest, and my head started getting really hot. Everything's really hot, and I'm like, okay, I don't know what to do now. I couldn't even move. I knew there was something there for sure, and I was like, oh my God, I can't believe this is happening to me. It was like 4 a.m. in the morning, like 3:30, 3:45, close to 4 a.m. in the morning, and all I wanted to do was just get out of that room. And so I did. Very slowly I kind of jumped out from the bed. I opened the mosquito net because it was just like this, and I had to just open it to the side, but I wanted to make sure, because I looked over there in the corner. It went on for about like maybe 10 seconds. Yeah, it was that freaking long. It seems like forever though. It seems like it went on for like 2 minutes, but it was like about 10 seconds, like 8, 10 between that, and that I can remember, okay? And I knew that I wasn't hallucinating at all, okay? I always sleep sometimes until 4, and I oversleep, and I wake up like late, you know? And I do that sometimes when I'm a teenager, and nothing happens. I'm not delusional, you know? This is just, I hate this house. I hated that house at the time. So, but we had to move there, okay, at that time as well. So I had to just live with it. And I got out, I got one foot out of my bed first, and then the other foot goes down to my bed, and I kind of crawled out, and I still was looking into the corner, and I was still eyeing it. I was like, if you freaking, like, you know, I was like eyeing the ghost wherever it was, because I couldn't see it, thank goodness. I was like, if you move anywhere, I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna kill myself. So anyways, after that, I just, one foot got out of the bed, the other foot got out of bed. I didn't want to turn around because, you know, in horror movies, whenever you turn around and you turn around again, the ghost is always there. Yeah. So I kind of like didn't do that. So instead I just kept like eyeing it, and then I just opened like the door with my other hand. And then I opened and I kept staring blankly, just straight ahead into the corner still. And then as soon as I got the door open, that's the moment where I left it open the whole time, by the way. And the AC was on. And I just ran. I ran like, really like, you know those lizards? I felt like that lizard at that time. Like that lizard that like comes up with the head comes out like that and flare up. Yeah, that lizard. I felt like that lizard because my legs was just like this. Like I was running down the stairs, probably about 3-4 stairs down. I was like flying down the stairs, and yeah, adrenaline kicked in, you know what I mean? And then I went down and I went straight to my parents' bedroom. I slept right in between them, and I know, it's really embarrassing. I was scared. I was really scared, and I slept right in between my mom and my dad. My mom's like, what the hell, like, you know, like they both kind of like, what? And my dad didn't even want to wake up. My dad's just like, whatever. Like he just looked at me and like straight to sleep again. And I just told my mom. I was like, Mom, you can't believe what happened. Excuse me. It's my little hutchies and my little sneezes. Yeah, so I told my mom about it, and then my mom was like, okay, you're gonna be fine, we'll speak about it tomorrow, just try to go to bed. I can't really remember. It was like a bit like longer. I can't remember what she says to me. I can only remember and recall like the point where I was upstairs still. Yeah, and then I couldn't sleep. I couldn't sleep down there. It was just like scared. So the very next day, my mom and dad was upstairs. I think it was Sunday or something, because my dad was, I remember that my dad was there. It was upstairs, and I woke up, and I kind of woke up alone. But it was already daylight, thank God, right? And I woke up alone, and I can still think about, like, I just straight away that popped up in my head was like everything that was about the night before, right? I was thinking about that, and I was like, oh my God, I can't believe it's like there. And then I can't believe I went through that. That's what's going on in my head at the time. So I went out, and I couldn't see my mom and dad, so I went and tried and looked for them, and I called them and stuff. Yeah, and then and I was calling them from downstairs. I was like, Mom, Dad, where are you? Something like that, I guess. And then I hear that they were upstairs, and I hear that they are upstairs in my sister's room. So I went there because I can see them through the balcony. We have a balcony inside the house where we can see upstairs, and from upstairs we can see downstairs and through the living room and kitchen. And so I went upstairs to see what's up, because it seems like they're really, really just there. Like, what are they doing there? And I'm like, oh no, did they see the ghost? Did they? But then when I went inside, they were just looking up at the AC, and both of them, and I'm like, what are they doing? I didn't even want to go inside the room, by the way. I just looked at them from outside, and then I said, mom, that's it, it's over there. I said, last night it happened there. I was here, and then the ghost had to be there. That's what I said, because the wardrobe is there, you know. And she's like, yeah, but she's like, pointed at the AC, and I looked at the AC, and then, did you see that last night, or something happened? I was like, what? And then I looked, because it's broken. I can't remember who said it. It was my mom or my dad. It's like, because it's broken. All I can remember was like one of them saying to me, if I see or heard anything, or if I knew about it, that the AC is broken. So the AC has that line, and it goes into like a contact thing, and it's that contact that like was like smashed. Not the actual AC that was smashed, but you know, like where you put it in. So the contact, where it goes into the contact, the cable goes into contact, the square button thing, I don't even know what it's called, but it's smashed. And then it wasn't like that the night before, not that I remember, but they're like, the AC is broken. It's like, AC is broken. I don't know, so maybe the ghost just like was too cold, I guess, and it was just like trying to tell me to like turn off the aircon. I don't know, actually. That would be pretty funny if the ghost was just trying to tell me like, hey, turn off the aircon, I'm cold. Because I do like cold places, and I like to make the AC really cold in the room, so. But I think it was, I don't know if that was the ghost or not, or if there was a spirit there, if that was the spirit breaking the AC. It does make sense because it was an angry spirit. It was like, you know, the sound that it makes on the wardrobe itself, that it made even my jewelry was like knocking. Remember that it's like wood, it's made from wood, so my jewelry was just like going like this on the handle. I put my jewelries there, and since it was going out and in like that, the jewelry was just banging on the wardrobe, on the wooden wardrobe. So it's very, very loud. You can imagine how loud it is, actually. Like neighbors should be able to hear that, or my mom and dad or something, but they didn't. And yeah, and that's it. And I don't remember what happened after that, because there's so many memories that I remember and that I don't. But I don't remember anything after that. Life just goes on. I do, however, remember that I didn't really live upstairs anymore. I kind of moved downstairs after that, and I just kind of end up sleeping downstairs in a different room. Story time is over, everyone. I hope you like my story. It's not made up. This is true story. Everything that I'm telling you is the truth, but I cannot, of course, I don't have a proof for this. You know, I don't have pictures or videos or proof. It's just my words and your ears. That's it, and your brain. You can just tell me if you believe me or not. Write in the comments, or not, whatever you want. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. Really appreciate it. That was the moment where I started to believe in ghosts, where I started to be like a little bit more afraid, and I kind of put my tarot card reading on the side for a little while. I didn't want to open the tarot card anymore, and definitely not at 3+ a.m. in the morning, because apparently I have opened up a portal to the other side of life. And whatever dimension it was that I opened, I hope that you are not playing with tarot cards either. And that's that. See you another time. Bye guys.